need to be recording. So I am Shaquana, and I'm your host of the Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. Hey. And tonight we are talking about No Ordinary Love by Kaylin. If I said that wrong, I'm gonna punch myself in the face. But yes, we are talking about that. It's a cute book. It was No Ordinary Love because everything was different about it. And I want to kind of get into the difference of everything that was going on in the book. So LaCorey is coming on y'all right now. So I'm gonna wait for her, give her a minute to come on. How is everybody doing? What are you guys reading? Put it in the comments what you're reading. How you feeling for the new year? How is the book world treating you for the new year? Is you getting that fire? Is it like kind of, but not, maybe not really? Lil Corey in
Hey,
the
y'all.
whole world is this. The world is yours. You look cute. What's up, girl?
Thank you, girl.
What's
Making it. What's up with you?
I miss you. I feel like we've been kind of out of touch since we've been on here together the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
I don't know.
What you don't know? This book had me in my feelings a little bit.
Why?
Oh my gosh. Like Gianni and Hailo.
Okay, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. She want to get into it. How y'all feeling? They was all right. But anyway,
It was a lie. That book was a lie.
This was 500 pages. This was almost up there with Demon's Dream.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. A couple of them chapters wasn't needed. I ain't gonna say no names, but
of course,
the meat of the story.
It was good. Okay,
it was really good.
All right, here we go. So Hailo's story starts off with her and her fiance Marcus. Was that his name?
I think it's Marcel.
It?
It's Marcel.
Okay, Marcel. That sounds like a bullshit ass name. Sorry if your name. But Marcel, and so they like getting into it because he's gone all the time. And, she like, I'm planning this wedding by myself. You're not really involved. Do you even really want to get married to me? Whatever. And he like, I got you. I love you. I'm in love with you. I want to get married. I just got to handle business out here so we can pay for the wedding that you want. So I got to go out here and handle this business and everything. So
I get this money.
But I knew that he was on some bullshit.
You knew it? When did you know? Did you know in the prologue?
I knew when it first started, when they was arguing, I knew he was on some bullshit. I knew, like, I felt it in my spirit.
Something went right.
He wasn't doing right. He was not right. So fast forward to their wedding day.
The wedding day, bitch. It always goes down on the wedding day.
Baby, it didn't go down.
Well, the wedding rehearsal, the week of the wedding.
So this was the
week of the the wedding rehearsal.
Was the festivities. He didn't even come home. Did he come home the night before? I don't think because I don't think they had seen each other.
No, I want to say he popped in to get something, and she was like, "What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here, blah blah. You're not supposed to see me." He was like, "You're supposed to be at the hotel. Why are you not at the hotel?"
Right.
So he wasn't expecting her.
Right. So she was hanging out with her friends. What was her friend's name?
I think it's Naima and Denim.
Yes. They was a mess, honey. Them friends was a mess. But anyway, so
hot ass mess.
This the wedding rehearsal. They at the wedding rehearsal. Did they do the rehearsal yet, or had they made it to that point?
They were in the process of the rehearsal.
And she was looking for him?
She was looking for him.
And she found his motherfucking ass. She found him, y'all. So she found him.
And it kind of sort of left us off in a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know. We know she caught him with somebody, but we didn't know.
Wait, let me set it up. So she's looking for him in the hotel, maybe? or in the room wherever the wedding's
like,
going to be. So
yeah, like in the ballroom
looking for him, and she goes to this room in the facility, and she hears voices, right? But what's crazy is she don't tell us, like, she don't give us an inkling of the voices. She didn't say, like, this voice sound familiar, or, you know, nothing like that. She just said she hears voices. She didn't say what kind of voices or nothing like that. And so that kind of threw me off. I'm like, come on, give me some more information. Because I'm thinking she finna walk in on him and one of her friends. I thought she was finna walk in on him and one of her friends. But
or like, you know, a bitch she already suspected or something like that, you know?
Right. But
because always the hoes you be suspecting they be fucking around with it, you know what I'm saying? Go with your first intuition, ladies.
Was she thinking he was cheating?
Yeah, she knew something wasn't right. Something wasn't right.
That's
she knew something wasn't right.
Right.
Something wasn't right with the tea.
She walked in on him with somebody. They were kissing. So
he was trying to make it up to her.
Somebody is.
It's okay, baby. It's gonna be all right. That's all he kept saying. It's gonna be all right. It's okay. I love you. Bitch, you at my wedding rehearsal and you telling another motherfucker that you love them and it's gonna be all right? What?
Was they in there kissing?
Bitch, they was in there doing something. He wasn't doing anything related to the wedding rehearsal or anything related to the wedding.
Okay, so they was in there doing something. So she runs out, you know, she like, so that's like how her story begins. That's how her story begins. She's heartbroken. She going through it. Okay. So Gianni, we're gonna switch over to him. This is like the male lead in the book. He is what happened with him? Was they
so he kind of like this cold, ruthless man that, you know, is untouchable, like his heart is unpenetrable, you know what I'm saying? So him and his favorite girl cousin, well, she's the only girl cousin, Sloan, is having this battle because Sloan wants to go out to the club and shake her ass, you know. She's the oldest in the family of the cousins, and she is the most protected and not allowed to have free reign like her other male cousins do and her brother. So she's arguing with Gianni about taking her out.
So Sloan was given 17 or 18 years old. When
exactly.
They said she's 28. I was confused. I was like, what the fuck? Because the way that she was acting, the way her demeanor and how she was like a teenage girl. Like, y'all don't let me do nothing. And if it was y'all, yada, yada, yada. And I can understand you being sheltered
everywhere you want to go.
Right. I can understand you being sheltered, but 28, that's like grown. Like 20, you know, 17, 18, 19, 20,
this girl
maybe
damn near 30.
22. You still young, but 28, you pushing 30.
You 30, boo.
So her actions and her age wasn't matching up to me. So maybe it was because of the family that she was in and how she was raised and sheltered and all that stuff, but she still wasn't giving 28 at all. So I was thrown.
No, she wasn't.
But she wants to go out. She want to go to the club. She can't go to the club by herself because she's a part of this family. And they are this big, where did they live? I can't think of where they lived at. DuPont. Did they say DuPont or something like that?
Falls. They live in DuPont Falls.
DuPont Falls.
So hold on, let's talk about that for a minute because it explains the family dynamics of I think it's called Meraux family. So their family is the founding family of DuPont Falls. Their great grandfather, I want to say it's like 3 greats before we get to the man that founded DuPont Falls and was like, I'm sick of these niggas counting us out. You know, I'm finna create this mafia-like family to put us on the map. And they pretty much put DuPont Falls on the map. So nothing goes through DuPont Falls without paying a tax to the Meraux family. You can't set up shop there. You can't sell guns there. You can't get nothing in or out the ports there without paying the Meraux family. So
let's
they
get into that. This is like the second or third book we done talked about with these mafia families.
Right.
Anybody got some history on the Black mafia families? Because outside of BMF, that's all I know about. But would like for real, for
mafia family? Side note. Would you consider
no. Huh?
Would you consider that a mafia family?
No. That's what I'm saying. That's all I know about. And they didn't operate like this.
Right.
This is given, again, like I said before, it's given like Italian family, not necessarily like Black people. So maybe it's just like in the book world, maybe, but like is this like a thing? You know, like I might need to go do some history, some research on.
Maybe so. Maybe we need to. Because I mean, I know like high organized gang related families like BMF, you know what I'm saying? But far as like a mafia level, and I don't know a lot more than I don't know. Maybe that's an up north thing. You know, I'm from the South. So maybe that's an up north thing, like way up north, you know? Like, so
let us know. Let us know in the comments if we missing something, if we need to maybe get a history lesson going on or something like that. So did you want to finish that off about the
well, no, that was it. That they are that family and nothing gets through them without paying the tax. You don't get to set up nothing in their town without paying the tax. And this girl, I want to say she was kind of like a Southern belle, kind of sort of. She lived like in the country, maybe like an hour outside the city of DuPont Falls. So she really didn't know what was going on. And her friends went to DuPont Falls to party, you know, to turn up, you know.
So she is like heartbroken. She haven't came out her room in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, something like that. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It had been 2 weeks since she had been outside, and her friends came in like, bitch, you got to get up.
Get it together, ho.
We can't do this, land. We done gave you your time to grieve the loss. And she hadn't told anybody what happened.
Exactly.
Did she even say that he was cheating on her? Nothing. She didn't tell nothing. The wedding was just off.
It was off. The wedding.
So she hadn't told them exactly what happened. So they like, okay, we know something happened, but we don't know what. But you didn't lay it in the bed long enough, and now it's time for us to get out. So if you remember, Sloan, is that her name, Sloan?
Sloan, yeah. That's
she was trying to get G, her cousin that she's closest to, her guy cousin, who she's closest to take her out because she can't go out alone because of the Meraux family and, you know, all that, and the Mafia family. So she couldn't go out by herself. So she had to have somebody go with her. And so she wanted him to go. And he finally said, okay, I'll take you. So he's taking her to the club. Now, Halo's friends are dragging her out to the club, and they just so happen
to this party an hour away, baby. They going to go turn up. You know how you and your friends get in the car and y'all go out, you know, to the banger party an hour away. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how y'all gonna get back home. You know, the designated driver don't never turn out to be the designated driver. You know what I'm saying? But shit, by the grace of God,
be a little sober.
Y'all make it back an hour away. I done had them days, honey.
Looking for LaCory having flashbacks. So
good times.
They get to the club and they getting messed up. So was it Denham who had got like real drunk?
Yeah. So no. So they down there, they partying, having a good time. You know, the girls are turning up. And keep in mind, Hailo is like this beautiful black chocolate Barbie. You know what I'm saying? She's really freaking pretty. You know what I'm saying? And she had this beautiful orange dress on that complemented her skin tone. And she just
saw it in the group. Y'all saw it in the group.
She just stood out in the crowd to G, and he was like, "Who the hell is this?"
So they're up top in a section.
Eye connection dance fucking type thing. Like I'm a twerk for you while, you know what I'm saying? While you up there watching me, watching you, watching me, watching us, you know what I'm saying?
Was she drunk?
She was feeling herself. She was feeling herself. She wasn't drunk.
She down on the dance floor. He's up high in the section. So I'm trying to set the scene so you
see. Lounge.
Right. So he looking down on her and she doing her little dirty wine and stuff, you know, with her orange dress on, and he looking at her like, damn, she was like mesmerized.
Yes.
Like, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life.
And he from DuPont Falls, like this is his town, this is his city. So he know everybody in the city, but he don't know who she is. Like how about who this woman?
Okay. But he shook it off. He was like, I'm G, I'm Gianni. I ain't tripping off no woman like that.
Shit. I'm here for Sloan so she can go out and have a fun. So she can't say we don't do nothing for her ass.
Right.
That's pretty much what it was.
So he went to the bathroom?
So yeah, so she kind of sort of disappeared off into the crowd and he went downstairs to the bathroom or something like that. And she pulls him by the hand, was like, hey babe, I've been looking for you. And she put her arm around him and kisses him in the mouth. And he like, hold up, bitch.
Whoa.
Bitch, I don't know you. I don't know what the hell going on here. Like, what you doing? And as she pulls away from the kiss, she was like, just go along with it. I need your help. And then that's when he realizes that a man has her pinned up against the wall in the corner and she's trying to use him as an scapegoat to get away from the man. But we know it's her ex-fiance Marcel. He trying to talk to her and was like, what the fuck you doing here looking all that fine in this dress? Like, what's going on?
Just like the nigga. Now you over here cheating on the wedding rehearsal. You want to know what I'm doing now.
2 weeks later. And he, you know what I'm saying? And G was like, fine, she pretty. I'm gonna go for it. Fine, fuck it. Why not? So, he just spent his shit, talking his shit to Marcel and was like, this ain't what you want. Leave
like,
my
you know who I am. You know what's up. Right.
You know? So he pulls her, he kind of sort of be her knight in shining armor and rescues her from Marcel. Mm-hmm. And he was like, come kick it with me. Come enjoy the night with me.
I have been watching you anyway.
Right. So it's like, I was slick low-key looking for you because I'm not going to the bathroom to go to the bathroom. They got bathrooms. I really came down here looking for you to see where the hell you went off to.
Right.
And she was like, I can't leave my friends. And he was like, shit, where they at? They can come upstairs too. I love them type of niggas. I love them type of niggas. Everybody, come on up.
I got all y'all.
For everybody, come on up.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Y'all like them type of men. I like them type of men.
Mm-hmm. Right, LaCorey.
It was, Rhonda, you're right. It was like a scene from New Jack City. Wesley Snipes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he pulled her on up to the section and she showed her appreciation and started dancing on him and stuff. Mm-hmm. So before he was watching her down on the floor dancing, like, damn, blah, blah. Now he got a front row seat.
Right, up close in person.
Right. So he got two cousins, Tyson and Mac, right?
He had three, Sloan, Mac, and Tyson. So Sloan and Tyson was brother and sister.
Okay, but he got two male cousins that he worked with, close with, grew up with, and everything. Their fathers is like the head of the Meraux.
Their fathers is I want to say their fathers is his daddy's brothers. They're all related. They're their uncles.
And they at the head right now.
They at the head.
So they like the next in line, second in command. These cousins, these male cousins. They're looking at him like, you don't usually be on nobody like this.
Like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Right.
All the hoes in the section looking because they wanted to get chosen, and this chocolate bitch got chosen. They always hating on the dark skinned girls. You know that?
Wait, when did Kiara come and play?
Hold on, wait. So she came in his prologue because he ran back into Kiara when he went and donated the money to the school. Because Kiara mama was the head mistress of the school that he donated to.
Okay.
And she came in to play that way. So Kiara is his ex-girlfriend, the one that got away, but that bitch was insecure. She couldn't handle the type of man that Gianni was. But, she said, if you willing to try again, I'm willing to try again. I done grew up, you done grew up.
So they dated, they were in love, and then she moved away.
She moved away because she couldn't handle the pressure.
Right, because everybody wanted him.
They had got reconnected before the club. Mm-hmm. So that does need to be said that he did have a little honey on his radar before the club.
Right.
Club, and all the hoes is hating they jocking on Hailo. You know what I'm saying? Because she a dark-skinned beauty. Them other hoes is ratchet. They can't compete with, they can't compare, So, you know, slick comments was made, and it made her feel some type of way. But Halo was like, fuck that shit, bitch, I know I'm fine.
Was Kiara there?
No, she wasn't there. She wasn't there. Wait. So, you know, they having a good time. Everybody having a good time. Denim gets a little too drunk. Of course. I think I'm Denim.
Okay.
Which one are you? I'm Denim. Which one are you?
I'm Hailo.
You Halo. Okay, you Halo. And I guess Patrice is Naomi. I think her name was Naomi, Naya, or something like it. And of course, I get a little too drunk, I get a little too turned up, and baby, it's time for me to go. I need to go lay down some goddamn well because the drinks was popping in VIP and it was paid for. So I took advantage of the fact the drinks was being paid.
She was drunk before they got up there, so she's super drunk.
I was lit, and then it just carried on over once we got on upstairs. So we on the way out the door. The lights that came on in the club, and you know that's how you know when the ugly hoes what they look like, because everybody look good in the club in the dark.
Oh my God.
At this point,
the glory is on what tonight.
And you know, it just let Halo's beauty be known that she was that bitch because the lights came on and she was still fine. Niggas was still checking, you know, and Gianni still wanted her. So of course she gets to the goddamn parking lot. And guess who outside waiting? Marcel, fucking up another good damn night. And guess who once again comes to her knight in shining armor? Gianni. And he pulled a strap out and put it to Marcel's head like, nigga, this ain't what you want. I told you in the club to back off what's mine. She's mine. I need you to move the fuck around, my nigga. Right. I need you to move around because this ain't what you want. And Marcel makes a comment before backing off. You gotta pick these hoes wisely, or this hoe ain't what she claimed to be, or some shit like it.
Now you was just all up in my face 5 minutes ago.
Right. But now you throwing salt on me because, you know, a top dog want my attention. You know? Right. That's a nigga for you. But anyway, Gianni was like, y'all too fucked up. Y'all need to just go get a hotel. Meet me at this hotel. Tell them who you here with. I'm on my way. Real boss type shit, you know? Real
you
boss.
going? You going, LaCorey? I guess I'm going because I went.
Hell yeah. Look, I'm in the passenger seat. I'm throwing up in the passenger. I don't give a damn where we go. I'm throwing up in the passenger seat. Y'all need to get me some goddamn well.
Right.
So, hell yeah, I'm going. So, while the girls are going to the hotel, Gianni is handling business outside with this gun dealer that's trying to run guns in his city without paying the damn tax. And Tyson asked, he was like
the little cousin. Like the little cousin that was trying to boss up, but he couldn't really boss up.
Yeah, he gotta let his nuts hang out. Like, you know, when you talk,
I was not feeling Tyson at all.
I wasn't either. But to defuse,
but I did understand after we went through the book a little bit. I got it.
Yeah, I did too. But to defuse the situation and to not get Tyson to catch a body, you know, Gianni, being the man that he is, shot the man in the leg and said, "Nigga, pay the tax or get the fuck on out the way, because I'm not gonna deal with this shit. I got some pussy on the line. You fucking up the night." That's pretty much what it was.
So you said he knew what was gonna go down with her from jump.
I asked you back to the hotel. We're not there to pay. We're not there to have a sleepover. We're not there. Do you know what the hell we came here for?
But they were supposed to have their own room. We were supposed to have our own room.
He got us a suite with 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
He got us a suite with 2 bedrooms. You know. Okay. So by the time he got to the room, Hailo had got Denim and Naomi situated, and you know she walks back in the living room, and you know the sexual tension is just so charged, it's so electrified.
And both of them had been drinking, so you know that intensifies it. It's hard
to kind of sort of let down. You know, they say when you drinking, your true personality, your true self comes to the forefront. You know. And Hailo was like, "This ain't even me, but shit, this nigga so goddamn fine. I'm gonna give him some pussy."
And she's still going through this breakup too.
She does.
So she's trying to get over Marcel. She had just seen him, and it's like she just needed a relief. She needed she had been in her room for 2 weeks dealing with all that.
Somebody to come take this pain away.
Right. She needed somebody to come take this pain away, and he took that pain away.
He did take that pain away. And he was so out of it mentally and so mesmerized by this chocolate goddess that he didn't use your rain jacket.
Oh my God.
He didn't use the goddamn rain jacket.
So he just raw dogged me.
He raw dogged. He did. He did.
It was worth it though, I think, because it was bomb. You know, we were both just caught up in the moment because I wasn't thinking he was
the best sex. Let's just be honest. Drunk sex is the best sex.
Oh God. So
it can make a 5-inch into an 8-inch real quick. With a right enough girth. It could.
Somebody come get LaCorey, please. Lord, no.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Somebody get her. Okay, so they do it that night. They have some amazing sex. It's very memorable. And
I didn't appreciate about this book.
Okay.
She didn't go detailed into the sex like I wanted.
It was good.
It was good, but I just like a little bit more description. That's all. Right. A little bit more oohs and ahs.
Right. But they got it in, and it was amazing.
They got it in.
And you'll know how amazing it was in a couple months. Because
hold on. You gotta put some respect on Lo's name.
Okay.
She didn't wait to get put out of the room, bitch. She left on her own.
When he got up, the bed was cold.
The bed was cold with a note on the pillow that said, "Thanks for the good time, Lo."
And she lived an hour away. So she going back to her town. He in his town. They didn't exchange numbers. Like they had just met each other. So she didn't know him.
Right.
Like,
it was like,
he was the man.
Only. I'm from out of town. What's up?
And he getting back with Kiara. So he not really checking for her. It was like
before Lo had came in the room, she texted him and was like, "Hey, let's do dinner tomorrow night." And he was like, "Cool, I'm gonna hit you back tomorrow though."
So he was getting back with Kiara. She was going back home an hour away. So, they just, cut ties, no harm, no foul, we thought. Okay. So she talking to her mama.
Nah, girl. It's just like you always find out you're pregnant in the worst way. You smell a damn vanilla scent candle and all the lunch at her mama's house, and she just devoured, came right back up off that vanilla scent candle.
Oh.
And you know how your mama already know you're pregnant before you want to admit that you're pregnant. She was like, "You pregnant, ain't you?" Mm-hmm. And she just said she hung her head on in the damn toilet and said, "Yeah." Mama already knew. She was like,
but listen, but when we get to this part, she's like 5 months.
She like 6 months. She's 6 months. So she over halfway through the pregnancy. Like, so she going into her 3rd trimester at this point.
And she ain't tried to find this nigga.
She ain't. Because she didn't know his name. She knew his name was G. Bitch, well, how am I find you? All I know, your name is G. I don't have much to go on.
But she didn't want to find him, though, I don't think.
I don't think she did. I think she just chalked it up to it was a reckless one-night stand, and she was going to take, she was going to lick her wounds and raise her baby. That's what she said.
Okay, so then, but she knew he was from DuPont Falls.
DuPont Falls. She knew he was from DuPont Falls.
And so she on the phone talking to her friends, so she had to go to DuPont Falls for work.
Mm-hmm. She's in marketing. She's a marketing exec. She pitches ideas to these major corporations on what they need to do for their marketing. And she had just closed this major account. So she went to the mall in DuPont Falls, to get something to eat and maybe.
And her friends, before she even went, they was like, "Tell."
She's gonna find your baby daddy.
They said, "Tell G we said hi." Because they want her to find him because now he her baby daddy. So it's like, he needs to know he got a baby on the way and everything. So go ahead, LaCourtney.
So she go, she's on the high of landing this big account, marketing account. And lo and behold, who the fuck she run into? Smack dab into.
What are the chances?
Smack dab. What are the chances that she runs into G? And she was like, oh my God, she didn't even look up. She didn't even know she ran into him. She's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Luckily she didn't drop her pretzel and her lemonade, because baby, that would have been a disaster. You know how bad a pregnant woman be craving some food and you fuck up your damn food, before you even get to that first bite.
Right.
I would have instantly cried, And he steadies her and he looks at her, and I think he said Hailo, and she said G. And he looks down even further and he realizes the baby bump that's very much present. And he like, what the fuck is it?
Hold up. He
said, I seen you naked.
Okay.
Before, and this wasn't the last time I seen you naked.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
But it's there now.
It's there now. And on the tip of her tongue, she wanted to scream, it ain't his. But she had to bite it back because she knew that, it's a strong possibility that it was.
So she didn't know if it was his baby or not?
She had bitch, you had a small doubt, but you know who your baby daddy is.
Because it could have been Marcel's?
It really couldn't have been Marcel's. They used condoms and she wasn't really fucking him like it.
Okay.
But we'll later find out why they wasn't fucking like that. She wasn't fucking him like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's already been 2 weeks, before she had that encounter with G. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So it was definitely his baby.
Trying to keep that excitement going of that first night to consummate their marriage. And Kiara instantly walks up on 10. That bitch so insecure.
I was like, really?
Gianni, who the fuck is this bitch?
Think Friday.
I'm like, damn,
he's grabbing onto her.
Why?
He's like, no, you come back. She was trying to get away. So why he tripping with me?
In the midst of him checking Kiara, Hailo darts away and was like, bitch, I gotta go. It's time to go. Let me get on out and finish enjoying my day. And he chases her through the courtyard of the mall. And he said, Hailo, you better not stop it. Hold it, bitch. Stop it right there. Freeze. And she stops. And he runs up behind her. Kiara running behind him. And he was like, is this my baby? Like, what the, you got some explaining to do, bitch. You ain't no running away. What the hell is going on?
And he was kind of like, do you know if that's my child? What you got in your stomach? Like, that's an error.
What you fucking with? Like, you really don't
know. Like, you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And she was like, it's a strong possibility, but yeah, it is, this is your baby. And Kiara walking up again, running her goddamn mouth, like, you really left me to go chase behind this bitch, blah, blah. And Hailo was like, bitch, you got one more time to call me a bitch, because, bitch, you don't know me. Pregnant and all. And Gianni was like, had to pull her back and was like, bitch, you pregnant. What the hell are you doing? You're pregnant with my child and you trying to run up on this hoe.
So at this point, I started getting a little sour taste in my mouth for Hailo, because she was acting kind of crazy. Like, if this is this man's baby, you can't keep his baby from him. But she was acting like she didn't want nothing to do with him.
She did, because she already made it up. Bitch, it's been 6 months. I done already went through pretty much his whole pregnancy by myself. I done already made it up in my mind.
Because you wanted to.
By myself. Ain't that I wanted to. Hell, I don't know who the hell the man was.
She could have found him.
I'm gonna find him because his name G and he live in DuPont Falls.
If he is the man in DuPont Falls, if she would have went, okay, but I'm just saying, even if she would have looked up G in DuPont Falls, she would have found him, because he's just that nigga.
She didn't even know his name until Kiara said, Gianni, you're really leaving me to be with this bitch?
Mm-hmm.
That's how she found out his real name. And
okay, but now she found him. Now she know who he is, but she still kind of acting stank like I'm gonna raise my baby by myself.
Because
like,
that's what she. I mean, because her mama raised her by herself. Her mama was a 16-year-old preteen mom. You know, she was prepared to do what her mama did.
So if he say I want to be in my baby life, then
generational cycle.
If he say I want to be in my baby life, then no.
See, that was a curveball. She wasn't expecting it. So, make a long story short, the family finds out, the Meraux family finds out, well, the daddy finds out, the head of the Meraux family, Ross, his daddy finds out.
A big thing is, hold on, LaCory, real quick. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but Hailo doesn't know that her life is about to change.
Right.
She just thinks she done just got pregnant by this random nigga out on the street, you know, but it's not that type of party. Like when you have a baby by a Meraux,
it's for life. We getting married.
You tapped in big time.
That's it. Big time. So, you know, he gets her situated back at the hotel, make sure she got everything she needs. He then goes and tell his daddy, you know, that, hey, we got a situation on the hand. You finna be a grandpappy. Like, do you know what this means? And he was like, yeah, but I'm hoping you could bend the rules because, you know, you the head nigga in charge. You know, you can make shit happen. And he was like, nah, bro. Like, you know, you made your bed, you got to lie in it. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the rule, Corey?
Rule is if you have a baby, you have to get married to the woman you have a baby by. Ain't no bastard babies in the family. For better or worse, you got to get married to her.
That's another thing. Somebody let me know if this is a thing. Because I'm telling y'all, we keep hearing about
I feel like that's what old people do, though. People back in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, and it's funny that you say that. Because my thing that I want to talk to y'all about later, it do have to do with that. But go ahead.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think that's normal. I mean, no, it's not. No, it's not the best ideal situation, you know. And yes, it can go horribly wrong, but it could go beautifully.
It's not unheard of.
Right. It's not unheard of.
Okay, so now they got to get married because, and Hailo is like, you got me fucked up. I'm not getting married. I don't even know you.
I ain't know you.
Like, we gonna get married.
We gonna get married. We gonna talk
really
about
not
this.
Up for discussion. I mean,
it's not. You and the baby relax. Here's my number. I'm gonna come back around. I'm gonna swing back around tonight. I got some business to handle. And he texts her later on that night and was like, hey, I can't swing back. Bye. But I'm gonna see you in the morning. And she was like, tell stepmommy I said hi. Because she already knew where he was going, you know? She already knew ain't no expectations. Nigga, you had a whole girlfriend fucking on me. Allegedly. You know?
He didn't have no girlfriend. They was just getting back together.
She thought that. You know, you got a girlfriend now and I'm 6 months pregnant. So what did that tell you? You know?
Right.
So, baby, Ross said, no, I'm not gonna let this bitch get away. I don't even know who the fuck this woman is.
Ross is Gianni's daddy.
Ross is G's daddy. And he busts in the hotel room, was like, come with me. And it's either by force or by choice.
That's when the book went left.
And baby, him and his bodyguards walked her on out the hotel through the damn through the help service entrance. And didn't nobody say nothing. They walked right on through the kitchen out the back door. And didn't nobody say nothing, didn't nobody stop them. And that's where Hailo realized that she done fucked up.
Okay, wait a minute. A few things.
Debbie said against my will.
Debbie said that she did say they can co-parent. So maybe I had Hailo wrong. And then somebody else said something I wanted to point out. But yeah, so I guess she did say they can co-parent, but she wasn't trying to get married to him. So now she kidnapped.
Ross really did kidnap, and he was like, bitch, you ain't leaving until I find out if this is my grandchild or not. So
yeah, and you can't get them paternity tests in utero.
And that's exactly what he did after she didn't calm down. And she was like, well, let me go ahead and get the shit over with. It may be Marcel baby anyway. So I'm going to pray to God that it's Marcel baby.
Because now she like, where's she at?
I'd rather deal with the devil that I know than the devil that I don't know. I don't know these niggas. They didn't kidnap my ass.
They got her held
and they don't give a damn that they kidnapped me or my baby. So she in that damn bedroom with no windows.
Now G don't know nothing about this. This is all his daddy's doing.
And G don't know nothing about this, but she thinking it's G's doing as well.
Right.
But he, Ross took her phone. You know what I'm saying? He held her captive. And once G found out that she is gone missing, because he looked for the security tapes and all that other shit, it pointed back to his family, and he flipped the motherfucking script. He said, where the fuck is my girl and my baby? Y'all motherfuckers gonna answer me. Where's my child?
He went crazy on them.
He did. And then after he calmed down, after a day or two, he realized where the fuck she was at. And guess what she was at, y'all? She was on the back of the plantation at his parents' house.
The back of the plantation.
The back of the damn plantation.
Debbie said he was looking for his family.
He was looking for his wife
and his baby.
He was.
So, how did he told her, he was like, okay, you see what happened when you say no to my family. This is just our tradition. Did he break the tradition down to her? Like, we have
he kind of he explained their family dynamic and how it started. It all started with his great-great-grandfather, and he married a woman out of convenience, not because he was in love with her, but because he was what was best for her. A woman, men really don't realize, or a man of this day and age, let me say that, don't realize the glue and the strength that a woman has, a good woman has, to hold his family together, to hold his man together. You know what I'm saying? A man is meant to go out there and work, but men don't know how to pay no bills. Now, my husband, 32 years old, still don't know how to pay the damn bills in our house. He don't know how to pay the bills. He don't know how to go buy groceries. He don't know how to take care of the kids. He don't know how to buy daily supplies to keep his life running. All he know what to do is go out there and get the check. But what do you do when you get the check? You got to bring it home to somebody who keeps your life circulating and going.
And so they knew that, which is also something that's weird. Do we need to bring that back?
We do need to bring it back, because I feel like niggas don't know their place. Because I'm tired of being independent.
Amen.
I'm tired of being independent. I don't want this. I didn't sign up for this shit.
What'd you say? I'm gonna pay the bills and cook this food and sit my ass down, and you gonna make that.
And you gonna make the money.
Who agree with LaCorey? Who agree with LaCorey?
Clothes ironed. I'm gonna have them washed. I'm gonna have them ready I'm gonna have the lunch ready for you to go take your ass back on out there to go
Linda
fight for another
she
day.
with it. Linda say she with it. She tired of being independent too.
I'm just saying, that's the truth. But
So now they have to get married. We gotta speed up a little bit because we only supposed to have 15 minutes. Crystal said all facts. So they, Hailo finally came around. She kind of fought it for a little while. She has to move away from everything that she knows, her mother, her friends. And another thing about her is she is estranged from her father.
Nah, bitch. He's dead to her.
Okay, he dead to her. He is dead to her.
We don't even mention him. We don't even know the nigga name.
We don't know his name.
He's dead. Her daddy died.
But she does mention him, but he ain't been in her life. Right? So she came to terms with it. She moves from her mom's house. Was she living with her mama?
Nah, she was living around the corner from her mom in a nice apartment.
Okay. And so she had to move in with G. And he did everything that he could to make this a pleasurable experience. He knew she was moving away from her family. He just stepped right in and swooped in and just did what he had to do. Even though he didn't necessarily want to get married.
He didn't.
He had a girlfriend. Him and Kiara.
He thinking he finna rekindle some shit, and this is where he gonna land it.
He think Kiara gonna be his wife and the mother of his kids. Now he got to deal with this, so he's dealing with it too. But again, I understand where Hailo was coming from because she had to leave everything that she had known, but she still was like doing the most.
She was, but you also gotta remember she's emotional. She's 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't really vibing with his people.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, the first 2 nights I'm in your goddamn house, I already found an empty condom wrapper in a bitch's panties. Like, I ain't fucking nobody, so you shouldn't be fucking nobody.
So Kiara's funky ass came to get her stuff and left an empty condom wrapper in his room so that Hailo
and her panties in between his sheets.
Yeah, so that was a mess, y'all. But that was drama from Drunk. Okay,
it was.
Soon as she get there. So they're trying to work on their relationship. They have to get married. They didn't even have a wedding or anything. They just signed like a contract.
That's it. Cousin Mac was a good cousin.
I was finna bring Mac into the I was finna finish up, kind of wrap up.
Mac was like, you catch more flies with honey than shit. So buy her favorite snacks. Tell her go shopping. Take her out for a night.
Right, because she kind of giving G the blues a little bit. And he's like, man, I don't want this either, man.
Like, chill the fuck out, bro. We trying to make the best of it. You finna have my daughter. You're ruining my daddy moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make the best, but you're ruining my daddy moment.
Right.
But Mac was like, nah, bro, chill out. This is a lot for her. You already knew what to expect in case shit did go sideways like it is now. She didn't know what she was getting into. So have enough respect for her and enough patience and compassion for her, you know, to...
So at this point, they're having to work through their relationship. She's pregnant. She's emotional, like LaCory said. So they working through their relationship and everything. If you look at the elders dynamic, G's parents were in love. They loved each other. You know, they loved each other. Mac's parents were in love. They loved each other. But then G has
Tyson's parents and Sloan's parents.
Yeah, who is Tyson and Slo's parent? They got married because they had
Lucas and Sophia.
They got pregnant.
No, I don't think they got pregnant. I think that was an arranged marriage and it was just a bad match.
Okay.
I think it was just a bad match.
But they didn't love each other. And so that's what everybody is afraid of, being with somebody that they have to be with, that they're not in love with, because they said all the parents had arranged.
Right, had in a bad, right. That was just a bad match. It was just
so what was his name?
Lucas and Sophia.
Sophia was,
and that bitch was a drunk and he was a gambler. They fucked up them kids.
They were miserable. They didn't want to be married. It was an arranged marriage. And you know, everybody is afraid of that, of marrying somebody that they don't want to be with and being miserable.
Because it's for life when you marry in this family. It's for life. Ain't no backing out, my nigga. Once you sign on the dotted line and blood, that's it.
So they just drinking and blood out and gambling. Blood in, blood out. Okay, so that's this. Okay, so then like 2 other relationships come into play. So Mac, always at the strip club, him and Tyson, and the bartender at the strip club. What was her name? Skylar. She he wants her, but they have this really traditional family, but she has a child already. Yeah, what's her name? Camden.
Yeah, Camden.
She had a child already, so he like really into her. He want to date her and everything, but she got this baby, so he can't date her because she got a baby outside of their family. And they only deal with people inside their family. You know, you either wife in or you a baby or whatever. So, but he really wanted her. He was really drawn to her, and it was messing him up that he couldn't have her until finally he was just like,
fuck it. I'm gonna take her.
I'm gonna brush up on her.
Who gonna check me?
Right.
By this point, they already passed down the business to him. So
G was my first favorite, only because he was just fine and just that nigga. But then Mac was like my second favorite. And I love how she had did Mac, because he wasn't like, he was kind of like teddy bearish. He wasn't slender or 6-pack-ish. He was like you want to.
He had to really let his personality to be shown to get the hoes. You always find
he was still attractive.
You got the ugly friend with a real good personality. He make you laugh.
Ugly, yeah.
Comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
He
He
was
ain't the
ugly,
looking
y'all.
one out the bunch, but you know, I fuck with him because you can make me laugh. You know, all the girls like the niggas to make him laugh.
He was not
You know?
ugly. So anywho,
Don't worry about it.
now, okay, so you got Mac and you got Skylar. He wants her. He pushing up on her. He know that they can't be together because she's from DuPont Falls too. She know the place. See, Hailo didn't know what was up, but Skylar knew what was up because she know about the Meraux family. So she know what's going on. So she like, I know you can't be with me, so we don't even need to do this because I have a child to think about.
Right.
Now let me tell y'all something that makes me a little bit uncomfortable in these books, which I know that this is fairy tale. But I'm not really feeling the fact that these little girls, and this may just be my way of thinking, it may be twisted, but they just fall in love with these men instantly, like as their father, as they did. It makes me uncomfortable when I be reading it because
it's because they ain't got no father figures.
I mean,
that's a lot for a lot of women out here. So they go and look for father figures in these men. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's really real. A lot of women don't know what it feels like to have a true, genuine father's love, you know? So we go.
I mean, but like, it was like she had just met him and he brought some pasta and now I want you to be my daddy.
But then also Candace's daddy left her, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have the best relationship with her daddy. So it's like, of course, I'm gonna give the nigga some play who stepping in and don't mind.
I'm not talking about the mama. I'm talking about the little girl.
What other man did she have, Shaquana?
I'm saying it's okay to be fond of a man or to like them, but like it's just like
a little girl at that. You know, girl are real fondly to their fathers. And she didn't know him. It's the same situation with Marcel and Hailo.
Rhonda said, I think the author is trying to introduce a real man in their life as opposed to their fuckboy daddies. I get it.
Seriously.
I get that, but it just makes me a little uncomfortable when
it makes me uncomfortable, but it's a sad reality.
Just instantly
for a lot of people.
Like, oh, Mac, when is Mac coming over? When I'm gonna see Mac again? And it's just like, no, baby, let's
But that's what happened when a man is not in the home or they don't see positive men in their lives. That's what happens. They cling to the next male figure they see, regardless if it's good or bad.
Okay. I'm gonna let. I mean, I know it's a book, but it just make me a little uncomfortable when I be reading it. Like,
but I'm glad that makes you uncomfortable because that shows that you never had to grow up without a positive male role model in your life.
Right. So yeah,
it's a sad reality for a lot of people that didn't grow up with a daddy in their house, or
Okay.
Yeah.
She said kids can sense. Crystal said kids can sense when people have a good heart, and she did.
True.
And he had her best interest at heart. He was like, "That's my daughter now."
And then you also got to remember, Skylar also didn't have no other family. I think it was her and her sister and the baby, and that's it. She didn't have no grandmama. She had no granddaddy.
She had her mama. She had her mama.
Okay.
Yeah, her mama was in the picture. They were didn't have the best relationship. But anywho, we gonna get off there because we ain't got that much time left. So that's Mac and Skylar situation. And then you have Tyson and Kiara, y'all. Oh my God, this was a hot ass mess.
Tyson.
So he
was hating from the beginning.
Hey Ma. What?
He was hating from the beginning. He had a lot of hate in his heart.
Okay, but when you go through the book, we probably gonna be on here a little bit longer, y'all, because it's already 9 o'clock. But anyway, when you go through the book, you kind of start to understand his plight because he grew up in this super dysfunctional household because his parents didn't love each other, and so they were miserable. So really, they made their kids' lives miserable too. Basically. So, and then his father sent him off for the daddy got owed somebody some money and then he put it off on Tyson so that he wouldn't get in trouble. So his daddy blamed him for something he had done and sent him up river. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So you can understand why he got a lot of hate in his heart. you know, and then it might be like, you know, just like y'all was saying with the kids, it's just a reality. It was just his reality that his cousins got the good parents,
the
loving parents, and then he got stuck with these crazy ass
these
people.
damn fools.
Right. You know, drunk for a mother and a father with a
gambling problem.
habit. And not only do you have a gambling habit, but you can't take responsibility for the things that you're doing. And you putting it off on me, right? Because the daddy
telling me I need to be accountable.
for $1 million. Sir, I know we rich and everything, but really, $1 million? You need to get your life
accounts was in delinquents.
Right. What the hell?
Lo had to put up her credit card to save the Monroe face.
He did.
Like, damn, we can't even cover a store credit card.
Wait a minute. I thought
like, come on now. Like, we got a reputation to protect out here in these streets, and you ain't paying the bills. No wonder why them niggas ran up on us at the goddamn gala. They thought we was weak. Shit, y'all ain't got no.
Oh my God, y'all. So Tyson, he got a lot of hate in his heart. Him and G is beefing all throughout the book. You know, they got animosity towards each other. Really but G is like sunning him, like, dude, get your little ass on somewhere or whatever. But they steady beefing or whatever. So it comes out somehow him and Kiara's hurt, broken down because G had to get married to Hailo. So she runs into the arms of Tyson, save me, because he done broke my heart.
No, she manipulated Tyson.
She did. She
in the end, it was never Tyson that she wanted. But
you got to give a little bit of backstory on them, though.
We do.
The reason that he fell for it is because they dated when they were younger, like 18, right?
Mm-hmm. Right before he went away.
Okay. And so they were in love and together. Nobody knew it in the family. I don't know why, but nobody knew that they were together in the family.
Allegedly.
He gets shipped upstream.
Up north.
By Instagram. He gets shipped upstream, and then she get with G. What the fuck?
It made me wonder, was it G all alone and I'm just settling for second best because G wasn't paying her no attention back then. You know what I'm saying?
So you think she ended up
by the one I want, I need to be in the family. You know?
So you think she ended up with Tyson by default in the beginning?
In the beginning. I think it probably was. I think he probably wasn't checking for her, you know. And she probably did it to make him mad, or, you know, she just tried to do it to get some attention. It really wasn't never that deep. But when Tyson went away, she saw her opening, you know, to get with G.
Rhonda said Kiara was a user.
She most definitely was a user.
Was she a gold digger?
Yep, she was definitely a gold digger too.
Okay. Okay. She was a gold digger.
She was very insecure, and I'm like,
and she was friends with Salona.
She was friends with Salona.
I wonder was she only friends with her so she can get to them.
So she could be in the family.
Okay, so anyway, so they ended up sleeping together, Tyson and Kiara, because Kiara wanted, she couldn't have G, so she done ran back to Tyson. And so now she done slept with him. They done raw dogged it. Okay, so Tyson ended up coming to his senses, like she
slipped up and said, I want to forget about him. While she was getting ready to fuck him. And she thought she said it to herself in her brain, but she really said it out loud. And that's what made Tyson snap.
Oh, Tyson.
Make me forget about him. That's what she said. He thinking we building something new. We like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And no, she's using you to get back at Gianni. And Gianni like, bitch, I don't give a fuck.
I got my woman. Because by this time, that's a good segue. By this time, Gianni and Lo is what they call her. What Lo Diddy is what Matt
Lo Diddy, Matt called
they have come to terms.
They're in marital bliss.
They married and they together and they have.
They saying the I love yous.
They
and talking about
falling in love with each other.
Another baby. Gianni ready for another baby,
sir.
Like, I just popped this one out. You want to put another one in the chamber already? Goddamn.
Right. So he done fed hell over heels, which I think he really had love at first sight that night at the club. So he was probably already into her, and this just kind of sealed the deal because he fell, I feel like, first before she did. Right?
Yeah.
So, and then she started saying she loved him too. So now they in love. So he don't care about Kiara, what she do. He was mad at Tyson because it's like, you my family, you my cousin. We don't do this to each other.
It's bros before hoes.
We don't fuck around like this, right?
At all. And Max said to Tyson, nigga, don't try that shit over here because I'm not going to pay you that same respect that Gianni did. He said, I'm going to go on your shit if you try to fuck behind me.
Mac was something else, baby. He wasn't
Mac
playing.
was something else.
So a whole bunch of stuff happened. Skylar ended up getting shot. This Mac boo. They started like trying to get it together, trying to date each other, even though they weren't supposed to. She kind of was holding back, but he was still trying to bring her in. She ended up going to this event with him. Well, first of all, Hailo had the baby, Serenity. If y'all want to see what
Serenity, right?
Check the pictures in the group. But they end up having a
little chocolate drop.
Yes, the little chocolate drop, like her mom and her daddy. And then Mac ended up getting Skylar to come to this event with them, and she ended up getting shot. Y'all, they didn't know she was gonna make it
in the chest. Imagine going out with this family after I already had my reservations, and I'm walking out the door, and I get blown away in my chest.
We didn't even get to talk about Hailo Daddy. Hailo Daddy is...
Oh, Lord. Y'all need to go read the book.
Hailo Daddy is a part of the Mafia family, and he has his own family, and the reason that they're estranged is because she was a secret. Let's talk about how her mama was 16 and he was a grown man.
He was a grown-ass man with 2 kids already.
When she got pregnant.
Fucking this 16-year-old.
Yes. Oh, gosh.
Just pedophiles. Pedophiles.
So not only is he foul for that, but then he tried to keep Hailo a secret from his wife and his kids, so they didn't know that he had slipped up with this 16-year-old, got her pregnant, had a baby. So she was like a secret, and so she was like, "Fuck him! I don't want to be no young, your little secret."
I want to be a part of your family. So what? You and my mom not together, but I still want to come and meet my siblings. I don't even know these people. She was in a room with her brother and didn't even know that was her brother. That was the saddest part. Like, I could have been fucking on my brother and would have never known.
Oh, Crystal said that happens in our community so often. Girl, it's sad, and it needs to be talked about. And everybody needs to be outed.
Everybody needs to come to the family reunion. You need to know who your kin people is.
No, she's talking about them old men messing with them young girls.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They
need to be out.
But you know what? I appreciated, what was her mama name?
I can't think of, but I know what you finna get ready to say.
I appreciate the mama because she owned up to it. She was like, I was one of them fast ass little girl and I wanted it. I knew what I was doing. I didn't know he was married, but I knew what I was doing, messing with this grown ass man. So it ain't like, he preyed on me or something like that. Don't get me wrong, he was most definitely grown and he should have known better. But I also knew better, and
she didn't play the victim. When she was a victim in my eyes, but she didn't play the victim. It was like, yeah, I feel like she was like anytime, her brain wasn't fully developed. Yeah, of course you hot in the ass when you're 16. He should know, no.
Depending on how far apart in age, they say women are 4 years, more mature than men.
He was a grown man. If he was 18, no, I'm just playing because my husband was 18 when I was 16.
If he like 24, 20, if he older than 21, then yeah, he was a grown ass man. But
okay, Chanel then popped in here with some education. She said her husband said that's why they asked if anyone opposes of the union at the wedding. It was the old school way of identifying family relationships. What?
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I
oppose because that's my cousin.
That's my cousin.
What?
That's my brother. That's my uncle.
That's too much. But anywho, so I
didn't know that neither.
Hailo and G got it together. They had a little Serenity. At the end of the book, she was pregnant again. They think with a little boy. I don't think it was confirmed, but they was pretty much saying it was a little boy because her pregnancy.
Stay tuned for book number 2.
Yes. And then Mac said, fuck all this traditional stuff. I want to be with Skylar, and I'm gonna be with her, and I'm finna be Camden daddy. He didn't beat her daddy up. Her real
I'm in the picture.
He didn't beat her daddy
Daddy's
up.
home.
And then Kiara is pregnant, y'all.
That bitch just had to get a baby.
Tyson, baby. She was gonna get her a Meraux, baby.
She was gonna get her a Meraux, baby. She was gonna get the bag.
Right. And then I didn't like the way she tried to act like she was a victim at the end either. These women was wearing me out in this book. Anyway, she got pregnant, so of course, just like with G and Hailo, they had to get married. But he didn't want to get married because he knew that she really wanted G. And she tried to act like she didn't want to get married because he was mean to her or that he didn't really love her.
I would have pushed that hoe down the steps if I was Sloan.
We do not condone that here.
I would have took one for the team. Who gonna check? I would have just pushed their ass on down the stairs.
So they ended up having to get married. And in the, what is it called, the epilogue at the end?
Yeah, the epilogue.
Yeah, so they really hated each other, or they wasn't really in a good marriage. They wasn't in a good place. But at the end, they decided that they were going to try to make the marriage work because they didn't want to live like his mom and dad.
But can you make the marriage work when you really wanted my cousin? I'm second best. And Tyson didn't like the fact that he will always be second best. Even in the family dynamics of things. They didn't look to him, they looked to Gianni. And hell, they didn't even look to him before they looked to Mac. You know what I'm saying? Can you really be okay knowing that you second and third best? You know,
that's what I'm saying. With that? And I didn't like him at the beginning, but like towards the end of the book, I kind of felt bad for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for him too. But really, I mean, that shows his immaturity. He needs to be mature and just accept the shit the way it was.
Rhonda said ain't no coming back from that. So that's how the book ended, y'all. So let us know what y'all thought about the Meraux Mafia.
No, who do you think is gonna get a book next? Who do you think is gonna get their book?
I hope it's Mac. I would hope Mac.
I wouldn't be surprised if Salone get a book next. Salona.
I don't know if I want to read her book unless she didn't grew up.
You don't think you want to read her book?
No, because at this rate, she's a 28-year-old in a 17-year-old body.
That is true. Well, maybe she gonna meet another mafia man that's gonna grow her up, you know?
Right. Okay, maybe. So anywho, next week we are talking about A Timeless Love.
Yes. This is Patricia's book.
Yes, y'all. She said it's gonna have y'all crying. I ain't read it yet. I'm gonna read it probably in the next couple days. But she said it's gonna have y'all crying, and the author is gonna be on with us.
What?
Yes, she's gonna be on with us to talk to us about. Patrice kind of ran the book down to me, and it's gonna be pretty deep. So I think it's gonna be a really, really good discussion. I know I have some points of views, even though I haven't read it, but Patrice kind of put me in told me about it. And so I think it's going to be a really good discussion because it's going to bring up some hard stuff, to talk about and everything. And so that's the book.
That is the book for next week. I want to just give a brief shout out, a brief reminder that Captivated by Danger is coming to Audible next month.
Well, Corey love that book. Yeah, I like
March the 14th to be exact. Winston James and Trey Taylor will be on the narration on the 1s and 2s. Please go ahead and pre-order that book because I've been in India Carter's group raging and asking when it's Captivated by Danger coming to Audible, and it is finally coming to Audible. So please, y'all go pre-order that book. Go pre-order the Audible.
Crystal Eggs next week's book, and it's called A Timeless Love by, let me see, Chanel.
By Chanel.
Timeless Love, A Timeless Love by Chanel. That's next week's book. And then the one that's gonna be on Audible that LaCorey is talking about is
Captivated by Danger. This is book 2 in the Danger family. This is Diesel, Danger, and Gray.
I gotta read that. I didn't read that one. I only read the first one.
Yes,
maybe really I will listen to it on Audible. I heard that one was good, y'all, and it was
good as hell on Audible. Okay? I love Winston James.
India Carter do not play around
at all. At all. Okay? She don't play with none of her books.
Okay.
So please, if all else fails, if you don't do nothing that I tell you to do, if you don't do nothing that Shaquana tells you to do, leave a review for these authors. Leave a review. Please leave a review. Authors need to know your feedback. Leaving a review will also boost up the author's recognition on the Amazon algorithm.
Because every time I put in a book name, some come up that I would never read.
Exactly. It's hard enough out here for these Black
that
authors.
We love. Let's get these
authors
paid.
We need to leave
anywho, so that's very important, and we're gonna keep saying that probably every week.
Leave a review.
I do not. I used to finish a book and maybe just give it some stars or something like that, but now like I really take the time to read, to leave a review. So with that being said, the last thing I want to talk about is LaCorey, Patrice, and I decided that we were going to do our love stories this month because it's February, month of love, and all of that. Patrice posted hers. Shout out to her. That was so beautiful. Her,
it was
baby.
all I need to
Black love. Long live the Black love, and they had a long story. LaCorey hasn't posted hers yet, but I decided for my love story, one, because I kind of told it a little bit in a post before, I'll repost that post. But I decided because I had already done that I would interview my husband and tell our story from our mouths. So I am going to post that in the group.
That's gonna be so beautiful.
It turned out really, really good. I was trying to edit it last night. I wanted to actually post it today, but my editing skills ain't that great. So I'm still working on it. So I'll get it posted either tonight or tomorrow. And so stay tuned to hear Eric and Shaquana's love story.
Okay. Woo-woo. Mine's coming soon.
But it's some arranged marriage going on in our story. We was talking about it, and I was like, it wasn't arranged, but we touch on it a little bit in there. So it should be good, it should be interesting, even cool for y'all to listen to. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see y'all next week. LaCorey, you got anything else?
No, I'll see y'all next week. A Timeless Love by Chanel.
All right, bye-bye.